Hi, and welcome to Clappia. In this video, we will see how to add secure payment options to your Clappia app using Stripe with the payment gateway feature. You can use this feature wherever payment collection from your end users is required. For example, course or event registrations, service requests, licenses, permits, and much more. Let's see how to set it up. In my Clappia dashboard, I will select this course registration app that I've created earlier. This is a simple app that captures full name, email, the course type, the currency, and based on these two options, it calculates the amount. If you're wondering, I've used the calculations and logic block to dynamically set the amount based on the course type and the currency. Now in this app, I'd like to add an option for the user to make a payment. For that, I'll go to Design App. Here you can see all the earlier fields. Now I'll click on Add Field and select Payment Gateway. Do note that the Payment Gateway feature is available only on the professional or enterprise plans. If you wish to use this feature, check out our pricing page. It will be linked in the description. Now this block can be configured on the right-hand panel. First, I'll give it a name. Let's say Click to Pay because in the app it will appear as a button. Then we have Payment Gateway. Click on the drop-down and select Stripe. If you wish to know how to configure Razorpay or PayPal, it is similar to the Stripe process, but there is a separate video on it. I will link it in the description. Now for currency. If only one currency is applicable, you can simply type it in. For example, if it's USD, type USD inside quotes, like so. However, if you require the user to select from multiple currencies and you have a field for that, you can pull that dynamically using the fields variable. For example, in this app, I have a select currency field, which is a drop-down where I've listed different currency options. I'll open the same app in another tab to show you. I've opened the same app. Now I'll click on the select currency field and you can see the options that I've listed over here. I've only given 2, but you can add more. And in app home, I'll just click on the drop down and it gives me the options. Now going back to the payment gateway configuration, to pull this field's value dynamically inside currency, I'll type in @ followed by the field name, which is select currency. Similarly for amount, if you have a fixed price, you can enter it manually. However, if the amount should be fetched dynamically, just like I did for the currency, you can pull in field variables. So again, I'll type in @ amount, which pulls the value of this field. Next, we have the options Stripe Publishable Key and Stripe Secret Key. These two values will be available once you sign up on Stripe. That is a necessary step. So let's go to the Stripe website. If you're a first-time user, you will have to sign up. And once you're logged in your Stripe dashboard, on the left panel, click on Developers and then select API Keys. Here you'll find your publishable key and the secret key. Copy them and paste it in your Clappia app. So over here, I'll paste the publishable key and the secret key. Now that I've done that, I'll click on Save and I will test this out in App Home. You can see the payment gateway feature has now appeared in the app. If I simply click on it, it'll give me an error message that says please enter the amount to proceed with the payment. That is because this field is now dependent on the currency and the amount fields. If you had entered them manually, then you would have been able to proceed. So let me make the selection. The currency and amount is set and I can click to pay. Then enter all the details in the fields that have appeared to proceed. I have filled in all the details and again I will click to pay. The payment is successful. If the payment fails, you will get a payment failed message. However, a user can still make submissions without making the payment. If you want to prevent users from submitting without making the payment, you can make this field required. For that, go back to Design App and on the right panel, we have the option Required. Enable this and save it. Again, I'll go back to App Home and now if I click on Submit, it will not allow me to do so. So if your users simply click on submit, it will not allow them to do so. And this ensures that users must complete the payment before making a submission. Now with the payment gateway block, an automatic variable is created and that variable can be used to get the status of the payment, either success or error. This can be used in your validation blocks or even for your text embedding and HTML blocks to display custom messages. So let's say if the payment is successful, I need a successful message to appear over here as a validation. And for unsuccessful payments, it should throw me an error saying unsuccessful payment. So I can use that variable that is created in the validation block. Let me show you how. I'll go back to Design App. I'll add a field, select validation block, And you can configure this block again on the right hand panel. If you want to know more about this block in detail, it is separately covered in another video that will also be linked in the description. So first, for the type of validation, I will select custom. Then for validation condition, I will use the payment gateway variable. For that, simply type in @ followed by the field name, which is click to pay. So here I will get click to pay status equals to success. This is for successful payments. So for successful payments, the validation level, I will leave it as success, and I'll also give in a validation message. Let's say payment successful, and I'll save it. Now for unsuccessful payments, I'll add another validation block. The type of validation, again custom, validation condition, click to pay status equals to error. Then the validation level will be error, and I'll give the message as payment unsuccessful and save it. I'll check this in App Home. I'll make the selections to get the currency and amount. Then click to pay. Fill in all the details. And then again click to pay. Since the payment was successful, the validation block shows success. If it was unsuccessful, it would have given me the other validation block, which throws the error. And if it was an error, I will not be able to proceed with submission, even if this payment field was not required. It's just something to keep in mind. Now let me just make a quick submission by filling in the remaining details and then click on Submit. You can view all the submissions under the Submissions tab. Users who also have the appropriate app permissions will be able to view their app submissions. Click on a submission to view all the details. Now this will also work on the Clappia mobile app. If you haven't downloaded it already, you can do so either on Play Store or App Store. And the moment you create your app, it'll be live and ready to use. So this is how you integrate Stripe payments into your Clappia app, where just a few steps you can securely collect payments for registration, services, or any transactions within your app. If you have any questions on how to configure the payment gateway feature for Stripe or on any other options for the payment or any other feature in Clappia, you can always raise a support request by clicking on the button over here at the top. Select the appropriate option that is convenient for you and we'll get in touch. Thank you.